What's up guys, Perry from Rockville here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your Rockshaker 10 to your audio interface. So another way we can set up our Rockshaker 10 is with our audio interface and our recording setup. So there's a couple of ways we can do this depending on the type of setup we're using. For example, this interface we're using today, the R-Track 2x2, has two sets of outputs that we can use between the XLR outputs and the 1/4 inch outputs. Right now we're using the XLR outputs for our main speakers here, but we do have the 1/4 inch outputs still available, so we can use these with our sub. So to do that, I'm going to use these RCA to 1/4 inch cables here. I'm going to take the 1/4 inch ends and plug them into the 1/4 inch output on the back of my interface. While I'm doing this, I'm going to keep track of which is coming from the left channel and which is coming from the right channel. Then from there, I'm going to take the left RCA cable and plug that into the left RCA input. Then I'm going to take the right RCA cable and plug that into the right RCA input. From here, we're going to raise the volume on the back of our sub and then set the low pass filter to the desired frequency range we want to hear coming out of the sub. We also recommend double checking the sound settings for your laptop or computer, as well as the sound settings for your DAW, so that you can hear everything coming from your interface out of your speakers and your subwoofer. Now, if you're using an interface that only has 1/4 inch outputs, there is another way to set up your sub along with your main speakers. So to do that, you're going to take your RCA to 1/4 inch cables and plug the 1/4 inch ends into the left and right output of your interface. Then you can take the RCA ends and plug them into the RCA inputs on the back of your sub. And depending on the type of speakers you have, you can either take an RCA to XLR cable or more RCA to 1/4 inch cables, plug the RCA end into the RCA output of your subwoofer, then plug the other end into either the XLR or 1/4 inch inputs on your speakers. After that, make sure to check the volume and crossover on your subwoofer and double check the sound settings for your computer and your DAW. So hopefully this showed you guys how easy it is to set up your Rockshaker 10 to your audio interface. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry from Rockville, and we'll see you guys next time.